Alrighty guys, yeah, so in this video I'm going to talk about slavery, modern world slavery. So essentially slavery is basically when a person works for, is when someone works in exchange for food and water and shelter. And essentially food, water, shelter is summed up by money. And like that's the modern world right now. And a lot of you guys don't even know modern slavery even exists. And you would probably think that it's only in developing countries, but it's present in so-called developed countries and the Western countries especially. Alright, yeah, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is a 9-to-5 job, a day job, right? So like a job, so you basically exchange time for money. So you're basically working for like money, which money buys you food, water, and a shelter. And that's the modern world right now. And yeah, so a job. So you work a 9-to-5 job, just any job, like just any job where you have to report to a boss is basically a job. Well, like a job is marketed in a way where, you know, where the government wants you to think that you're actually progressing in life, when a job is just the entry to get rich. And for you to get rich, you gotta phase out a job. Like you can't work a job. Yeah, so like you can't work a job to be rich, to be successful, to be considered, to have time freedom. So a job, you're basically locked away. You fucking lock in your work hours and shit like that, like 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, and you could do overtime as well. So like basically a job can just get you the bare fucking essentials: food, water, shelter, and just extra money to spend around on like stupid stuff, right? Money can buy you, like the money you earn from a job is basically enough to survive, right? So enough food, enough to buy water, enough to live under a roof, and like just like spare money to save up or like to party or do what you want to do with it. But like that's essentially like the average person in Australia. So you can't really earn enough to get rich. You can only save enough money to invest that money onto a different onto like a business opportunity for you to generate yourself even more money. So yeah, so like a job is just a gateway for you to get rich. It takes a lot of like mental strength as well to it takes a lot of mental strength to actually pursue that. Yeah, like you won't progress far in life if you just work in a job. You'll just get by. So there's really no value in just working in a job. And it's a dead-end job where you're relying on a fucking company. Where you're relying on the fucking company to provide for you and your family. 20 years ago, 40 years ago, it used to be pretty much barter, right? So where you exchange time, where you exchange a cow for a pig, right? Or like rice for like vegetables, and created. Yeah, so the money was created, or just so the governments and the banks can make can pretty much like tax people on the exchanges. So they're pretty much the middleman. They make money on people's essentials and on people's like basic living essentials, like the basic needs to survive. And it has come to that, and companies have control. So like the world has changed where companies have control over our basic needs: food, water and shelter. So they make money off that. We are pretty much forced to be a slave, to work for a business, to survive. And all this all segues to the rat race. So we are all in the fucking rat race right now, where you're just working a dead-end job, you're just slaving away your time, half your day's already gone away by just working 9 to 5, 8 hours sleep, so you just got like about 4 hours of just downtime where you're so exhausted at work, and you just consume entertainment, because that's what it's designed for. Like, jobs are there to distract us from the reality of life, and that is to control us, right? It feels as though we are like lab rats, right? We're all these like, we're the government and like the rest of the people who are creating all these fucking distractions, like media. Like, you know, the media is a big distraction, gaming, and also technology like laptops and phones and computers, internet, like, you know, like doing all these activities and things, right? So they are essentially all distractions to distract us from the truth and the reality of things, and to keep us distracted, so we are not willing to find the real truth behind, you know, behind the matrix, I mean, like behind the rat race, and like the real reason why the system is designed like this, because the entire system's a fucking lie. Thinking you could get out of the rat race. The system was built in a way just so the rich could only benefit. So yeah, taxes and all that. And there's a hidden agenda with the creation of a system built like this. Investing in yourself, especially your skills. So you learn a high income skill, and then you just sell that to like businesses and all that. So, and generating a new source of income, so like a secondary source of income. So therefore you don't have to rely on the primary source of income, which is a day job, a 9 to 5, a full-time job. Hopefully you guys considered working on a secondary income. And as always, have a good day, and I'll see you guys later.